Coll, thanks for joining us on the midweek catch-up. A bit of a disappointing day on Saturday, but time to move on and really focus on the next three games, the last three games of the season.
Yeah, I think Saturday, to put it mildly, was a bit disappointing. It was very disappointing. I don't think we were at the races at all, and we got what we deserved, which was nothing, and we were poor. And I think we need to try and use that now in the next three games, like you say, massive three games coming up for the club, and we're looking forward to them, definitely.
We've had a good home record in recent months. The away record maybe hasn't been able to be as consistent. Do you think that there's something we could put our fingers on to say why maybe we've been able to pick up more results at East End Park?
I'm not sure. I genuinely think if you knew the answer to that question, you'd be worth a wee bit of money, the answer to that question. But I don't know what it is. I think we do play completely different. We just seem to be able to pass it about more. We seem more comfortable. I don't know whether it might be. Obviously, you've got the home advantage, and it's a great set of fans here that we use in our advantage. And the away form is definitely disappointing, and it's something that we need to work on, because your away form can back up your home form. Obviously, it's easier to win at home, and that's just how it is. But if you've got good home form and you're backing up with a couple of away wins every month, or even points away from home aren't bad results sometimes. So it's definitely something that we need to work on.
But the positive from that is that 2 out of the final 3 games are at home. As you said, we need to take advantage of that, need to look to be picking up maximum points in those matches, and that will certainly stand us in good stead when it comes to the end of the season. So Ayr on Saturday, probably the biggest game of the season so far.
And I think the biggest game of the season was Killie, and then before that was Rafe. So every game just now is massive, and we're delighted to have 2 of our last 3 home games, because it's not something that we don't speak about. We spoke about it with the boys, and the atmosphere and what the fans can give us, and it's the old cliche of the old 12th man and that, but they do make a difference. And obviously we spoke about the ticket scheme that's coming up, that you can get the next 2 home games in a sort of block, which will save you a wee bit of money, and it's definitely something that we'd like to have a big home crowd. Like we had remember there was the £5 for a ticket, and that crowd that night was brilliant, and it was like a home game against Morton, which you could maybe say like, oh, fans might not come in, it's a Friday night and they've got their things on, but the difference that makes, and there was obviously a great crowd at the Fife derby, and we want to send those fans away happy. So we're desperate for as many Pars fans to come out for the next couple of home games as possible.
The last time we played here at home, we won 3-0. I think it was the manager's first official game in charge, certainly here at East End Park. And then of course when we played them a few months ago at Somerset Park, 1-1 draw, you got on the score sheet. So it's a team that we know we could compete against, we know that we could beat, especially here at East End Park. So it's just about going out there, playing our own game, focusing on ourselves, and making sure that we do everything 100% right from our side.
Of course, I mean, we've got to think that we can compete with every team in this league, and I think every team is probably the same. But no, the games against there, I obviously wasn't involved in the one here at home, but the one down there we started off really well, got a goal ahead, and it was obviously the unfortunate own goal. But a team that we feel that we can impose our game on and exploit their weaknesses, hopefully. But we're confident going into our home games, and looking forward to Saturday, like I said before.